about Bob and Elvis in 3, 2, 1. Well, mostly about Pastor Bob, as usual. Happy Friday. Is it Friday? Yeah, it is. Depending on when you're watching this, it could be Sunday through or Saturday through Thursday. But welcome anyway. So let me start out by saying the first claim: Bob is not an Elvis impersonator. Still seeing that in some of the comments, along with, oh, he could never be 90 years old. He looks too young. Wrong. I've seen some more recent pictures that I should probably share on the channel that makes it even more obvious that he looks like he's 90 years old. And I mean, it's mostly the up close photos of him that you can really see. If you're just watching Pastor Bob at his service or the music services, then it's not so obvious because you're far away. And he's got a good looking face. He looks essentially younger than 90, but so do a lot of people look younger than their actual age, like me. At least that's what a lot of people say. But anyway, I've seen lots of people put the message, not lots, but a small handful, that keep mentioning that Bob is an Elvis impersonator, and there's no proof of that. So it's just words that people are typing, and I don't know, I guess they're just saying that because he sings and plays a lot of Elvis songs. But as I've mentioned many times, that does not make someone an impersonator. Otherwise, every single cover band in the world, which there are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, well, there's a lot. Otherwise, they would all be called impersonators every time they covered a different band song. So that's not how it works. If you're an Elvis impersonator, as most of you know, I don't need to explain this to, you're going to be dressing like Elvis with the flashy clothes. You're going to be dancing, moving like Elvis, and actually trying to impersonate him. That's kind of by definition the word, right? So as usual, the negative or just skeptic comments tend to be 99.7% of the time, they're really just words, is all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing any evidence to back it up. And so that's why, like I've also said many times, I'm sticking around for the ride, like many of you are. And the proof seems to just keep pointing to that we are on the right track. And that's fine. I mean, Jesus is the most important thing, and your relationship with the Lord. It's just fun to watch this all play out, and it's very interesting and fascinating and lots of other things. And that's why we keep just watching, waiting, but we don't need to stress about it or be anxious about it. Hi, Anthony. Anthony said, I think he is Elvis. Do you think he is? And yes, I do. As I normally say, I am 99% sure that Bob is Elvis. And I only leave that 1% just because, hey, it's a crazy world and anything is technically possible. But in the new book that I'm working on, wink, wink, which should be finished, I'll just say this summer, because I don't want to put out a date or a promise. But this summer, when the book is finished and out, there's going to be a whole lot of examples, reasons why myself and many of us believe that Bob is Elvis. But that's only going to be a fraction, really, of what the book is about. We have over 400 videos on our channel's playlist called Elvis Presley, Bob Joyce. If you want to see dozens upon hundreds of comparisons and why we think that, there's so many things. And it just is almost kind of, it seems statistically impossible at this point that he's not EP. But that's what I have been saying, is I'm 99% sure. Vizard says I think he is too. So yeah, what else was I going to talk about? So yeah, the negative, skeptical comments about him being an impersonator. I have not seen one comment, one link yet from anybody to back up that claim, and it's just meaningless to me. And then one of the other most common things that we see is about his age, that there's no way he could be 90, and I say it wrong again. But either side of that argument, we can't prove it really, so it's just kind of one of those things that I think they cancel out each other, right? But there's lots of coincidences, quote unquote coincidences, and comparisons, similarities, the musical skills that all match up. So hi Kitty, thanks, and God bless you too. How are you all doing on this, for those who are watching, Friday, maybe Saturday if you're in Asia, or yeah, certain parts of the Pacific? Hi Amanda. Yeah, Pastor Bob's messages just hit home day after day. I love it. I love the music. I was never a fan of Elvis, not for any particular reason. I just wasn't drawn to his music. He was kind of before my time, of course, too. But I appreciated the music, but just it wasn't until I discovered Pastor Bob that I really started listening to that kind of gospel, and of course him singing. Amanda, you're from the UK. Well, welcome I'm in the US. I'm in California. So this is just going to be a quick live. I was having some internet issues, so if you were looking for the live stream today on the channel, which I've been playing every day, that's why it hasn't played yet. When I get back home in a little bit, I'm going to see if I can get it back up and running. And yeah, like I was saying, the music and the messages, I can hear some of those same message clips from Pastor Bob over and over again, and it'll still get me to sort of rethink about certain things and just how much it applies to lots of things that we're all experiencing in 2025. So yeah, I pretty much love his style about everything he does. So yeah, I wanted to mention the new book again, coming out this summer. I'm not going to share the title yet or all the content about it, but it's going to be out this summer. I think a lot of you will enjoy it because it's going to be deeper, and well, it's going to cover kind of the stuff. If nobody followed Bob Joyce and the Elvis theories at all, it's going to be great for them, because it's kind of summarize all of these theories and all these things we've been talking about, looking at. But then if you're someone who's been following the channel and digging deep for a while, it's also going to go another sort of a deeper layer, and how this just how watching all of this applies to us as believers today and every day. Kitty, you wish we could play music together sometime? That would be awesome. That's the only bad thing about the internet is, or one of the bad things, is we can't really play live together. I wish we could. Okay, I gotta wrap it up there, but thank you all for watching, supporting this channel as always, and my other channels, And I'm going to get more out to you soon. Get the live stream going out again soon. And I will talk to you all soon. Thanks. God bless. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on the bell if you haven't already, so you know when we're streaming and everything. All right. Thanks. Bye.